So, welcome back to the channel. We're out in the woods. We're doing some cleanup today. Well, we started yesterday. I got in here, so you guys missed the cold start for the John Deere dozer, and it was getting a little dark when I got into here. So we're out in the across from the other property. We're out here harvesting all my white and red pines for a mill. I'll show you some of the work we're getting done in here because I got a lot of stuff to move around so I can get in here with the truck and everything. So I was actually kind of happy that I got the dozer to come over. We came in from over there, started pushing some stuff that way. Got a lot of this old brush and stuff from the loggers from a couple of years ago. Got a mass of freaking boulder moved out of the way. That was a big thing. So we still have a lot more to push over to get towards the embankment so I can get up onto that trail over to that way. We're going to be taking out all these nice big pines and everything over on that side. I got a couple monsters over here. So we were working our way up into here. I mean, it's wet in here today after the rain last night, but it is a nice day. But I got some other stuff to do later, so I just figured I'd make a quick little video. Big old girl being in here. It's my first time taking it out from behind the field, so we still have a couple old trees that are down in here what I needed to get access to. We've got some behind the dozer. I gotta push all this stuff over, get it cleared. The stumps are gonna be the hardest thing because I don't have the backhoe attachment for this particular piece of equipment because these things look like they're rotted, but they're still good and solid. But at least now I can get to that log. That little one, I got that pile all pushed up over there. Ooh, good wet. But we got her in here. She's definitely a little muddy. When we get into this section, it's going to be a lot of my red pine all the way up to the top, so I can get it clear cutted. So it's definitely nice to have get the 450 in here. We'll still have to clean some section over there. I can get to those logs there. A lot of this is going to get cut up and into brush pile so I can burn later on when the burn band's off. But it's definitely a lot of work. You know, that went uprooted this winter. Still have another top over there what I got to move. But once we get into here, we'll be able to start cutting again on the back side of here and drop everything. It's not like I'm moving that goddamn thing. That thing's bigger than the dozer. I'd need like a D freaking 6 or something to be able to move that damn thing out of my way. But this is the start. Got a lot of woods. Only bad problem is the section what's way down over, like a mile in, it starts getting into the swamp area. So that will be fun getting into there for some of the firewood and stuff too. Everything else up here is pretty decent, but it's just all uphill. And the way the old loggers were in here, oh man, they just made a mess. So I just have to make new trails and stuff. Of course, it'd be better if the steering was working on that. Well, hope you guys enjoy this little video. And we don't have to worry because we have a whole bunch of new growth what is growing in between all the old pines. So that the new forest will come up real nice once these big tall boys are out. And I can start over. And this property will be up for sale at some point. Whew. It's not coming with the dozer. But she did really good yesterday, even though it was pretty wet in here. Not as wet as it is today. But definitely would be nice if this had the Johnny bucket and I had the backhoe attachment for it. We do have a lot of clearing over here, push everything down the hill, and then just start whapping out these big monsters. Gonna be a lot of nice freaking boards and beams what I'll get out of these for fencing, trimming, 2x4s, and then all the red pine over here for all the other woodworking stuff. Oh, this will be a fun year. Hey, so, and we did get some new parts for this, what came in. So, we got our new distributor cap and everything for this. So, soon we will be back on this and see if we can get her started and get her moved. So we can start using the backhoe piece. I'll have to check probably some of the hoses here. See which ones I might have to replace this year. Because some are starting to get these three aren't that bad. Like that one's starting to fray at the bottom there. Those two aren't that bad. Out, like, go. Damn thorns. See, I think this one we might have to replace because once that steel braiding starts to break, it's kind of it. And we do have to fix that skid plate thing for the cylinder. But soon I'll be able to take her out. We'll play with this one for a little bit. We still have to put the oil bath air filter on it for the carb. I'll probably have to take the carb off and clean it again. But it's a good little tractor. She definitely runs well when it does. Already replaced 2 or 3 lines up front so far on her. But, oh, and I need air for the front tire for that one. But stay tuned for this one while we screw around in the woods yonder with the dozer.